with me. I'm the wrong. You heard me. You know that. Why you playing with yourself? Go on with that shit, man. You up there trying to pull. For no reason. No, I ain't did nothing to your little ragged. Come up here playing them games with me. You know I ain't did nothing to you. Now you got all these folks thinking I did something to you or something. I ain't never been around you for one. You feel me? You young, way younger than me, like I was saying last night. Your sister Nat, that was the pressure. That was my girl right there. You feel me? She passed away. She was getting high too. They found her dead. You feel me? Rest in peace, the one Adele. You feel me? But I didn't grow up around Tiffany. So, but you know, all us been, every time we see each other, it's like we laughing, we talking, we laughing like crazy, like hollering out and all that, like she does. I ain't never witnessed a dry spell. Let me move these comments because I don't want to be distracted. I ain't never witnessed a dry spell with Coco. You feel me? But for some reason, she got a, so she jealous or something about me or something? I don't know what it is. Hold on. Yeah, Juice about to go. Oh, now we good. I ain't never did nothing to her. Never. But I don't understand it. I done talked to people, family members, asking me what's going on, and I don't know. So, you know, and then she ain't trying to tell it, like, I just don't get it, but it ain't what it is, man. I ain't trying to talk about you, talk down on you, for real. You piss me off, though, on this shit. Because I feel like all y'all tried to come with me, for real. You really want to know the truth. All y'all was in it just for the followers, just for to get some followers. Cause y'all was zero when I met you. Y'all was zero when I met you. Huh? Y'all was zeroed out. When nobody follow me. All the thing I try to do is teach you how to get some money. Show you the ways to go get money. You feel me? But it is, but I figured out, I kind of figured out why. Because it came down to the money. When it came down to when I was doing the online shows, y'all was like, y'all supposed to, what y'all was thinking? I was supposed to do a 3-way split or something? This is my fan base. You ain't got no followers. Everybody bought tickets, they bought it off of my fan base. Yeah, you got a few of my followers that went over there and liked you and whatever else. But that shit came from out the mud, cuz. Motherfucker talking about, yeah, you heard out of his mouth, he 4,000 too. You ain't have to leave your house. You sit right there in your living room for 20 minutes for $200. And you ain't even tell no jokes. You did not want to tell one joke. All y'all, both of y'all did it. Got up there, dancing and shit. I was the one that had to tell the jokes a whole hour. I had to tell the jokes. Y'all did not tell one joke. And Tip ended up getting 1,000 because we did it at her house. And she had to do all the cash apps and shit. That's why she got what she got. We did the show at our house, and she had to write out everybody's name, make sure everybody was in the account to watch it. Shit, you know what you think these comedians out there get? That's why they hate the internet sensations. Because we pressure. Niggas ain't been no more than about $250, if that. Some of them ain't give them $50. If you had been to a comedy spot and somebody offered you $200 to go with that, and what you went up there and did on stage, I mean, you know, what you did on the line, them folks wouldn't have paid you. They're like, hell no, you ain't saying that one word. You up there dancing. I booked you for a show in Florida. Flex, you ain't telling no joke. But everybody owe you now. And let's get down to this and how I know Flexy. You mean, Flexy, I brought you to the table. Everybody that got sense come to the table with me, they end up grabbing some and doing their own thing. That's what it's supposed to be about. All them folks you see, them Country Wayne skits they doing this, them folks ain't getting paid. You think they getting paid? And they got to stay there for 30 days to shoot. They ain't getting no check. They getting the followers. So they can build their own bag. Sometimes that means more than money. Because you can goddamn get this little money and not get nothing else. But let's talk about how I met her. When the breakup happened, Melissa did what she did, told her little story and left. I got a call probably a week or maybe 2 weeks later. Maybe a week and a half, something like that. It was this shorty name called herself JJ. I got JJ number and everything if I have to pull it up. JJ pulled, she was like, hey, how you doing? She ain't tell me nothing about Flexy, nobody. She was on the phone with me. She was like, I saw what just happened. You all right? I was like, yeah. We chopping it up for a minute. Actually, talking to her helped ease the pain. How can I ease the pain? But anyway, so JJ was like, I wouldn't mind coming up there kicking it with you, for a couple of days, a weekend or something. I was like, hell yeah, come on. Like, I don't see no wrong with it. She pulled up. So, I ain't got to talk about all that shit. But anyway, JJ came out to be a cool person to me, man. I like, you know what I'm saying? But then, after a couple of days, she said, do you know Flexy and True Hurts? I said, nah. I said, I said, where they at? What that at? And she's like, nah, they two girls that do podcasts on YouTube. And I was like, nah, I ain't heard of them. I ain't never watched it. I said, I don't be on YouTube. I just doing Facebook shit. She was like, well, they want your story. I said, story? What you mean, what story? Well, they want me to see if I can get on that thing, like the Zoom call thing. I was like, yeah. I had never done that shit. I ain't know nothing about that shit. I didn't know nothing about no interviews. I never done an interview. You feel me? So I prolonged, said, wait a while, man, for a day or two, man, before you call back, man. Let me think about this shit and how you feel me, like that. So that what happened, day or two, I said, no one called. I called him, I talked to him. They were telling me what same thing she said. I was like, cool, let's do it. I was like, it wasn't for them to take up for me or nothing. They was giving me a voice. Because, like, on my pages, look what she had did, nobody wanted to hear it. Nothing I said, everybody was bashing me, blah, blah, blah. Which would have died down. I figured, like, it would have died down. So, we do that. We started doing little podcasts on YouTube. But they get into it. Now, this is the funny right here. After we do that, I did my thing, left, went to Florida and I booked Flexy one time to come up. She was like, yeah, I know who had the money. I heard her mention some shit like that. I know who had the money. I was like, I don't give a damn. I had to pay for that out of my pocket. TT did not pay for that. She gave you the money up right then. You feel me? Don't come talking like, I ain't never stood on business with you. For real. And the little $200 for the $4,000 you posted about, I asked you, I said, will two be good? You said, yeah. I already know you ain't got no jokes, so it's all good. I'm just showing love. You sitting in your living room, wherever you sitting in your house, you ain't got to leave your house. You up there for 15 minutes, you made 200. So we do, like I said, we end up being cool and shit after that. But the thing is, y'all painting a narrative like, y'all help me. Like I asked for y'all to help me. I never asked for none of that. Because all I see, I ain't got nobody to fight with Melissa. I don't know these other folks. Them other folks, Lonely and all them folks ain't come around till y'all started doing that podcast. They ain't started coming around till y'all started doing that. So was you helping me or helping yourself? Because y'all started doing podcasts and you came to Facebook. You brought it to Facebook and you was doing your thing out. It was a couple of days I wasn't even watching it. Like I was doing some other and you was still covering that same story. A year had them went by. So yeah, I felt like all I had to worry about was Melissa. And I know I can handle her. That ain't no problem. But y'all wanted the story of it. Y'all wanted my side of the story. But that y'all said y'all didn't believe what she was saying. That's what y'all told me. So I said, oh, good. Okay, well, Cucka came in there. They, Lonely them, snapped on Cucka and Melissa. And that what pissed me off. I was like, you're not going to talk about my little cousin. You feel me? F that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was on. So, for her to turn on me like that, what she just did, and I ain't around you or nothing, they ain't calling you, asking you for shit. I need to That's wrong as hell, man. That ain't family. I'm gonna let you know that to your face. That is not family. If you did that to me, you'll do it to your children. If the pressure came down, you don't give a for real, you know? Same way with Flex. I ain't did shit to you. You gonna say, oh, he know, all that he know, and come on up with it. Stop goddamn putting people off on the situation of why you doing things. Just so you can keep saying one thing. Oh, he need help. I probably got more money in my pocket than you. I need help. I don't need no help. I ain't smoking nothing. But this stove bought. Love that goddamn stove bought. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, y'all coming up here, and then this is the low down dirty. Everybody on y'all page, my came from my page, and y'all putting that shit out there on my people. Y'all trying to persuade my people that I ain't standing on business, that I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. Well, my people already know from following me for years. I always stood on business. I always was in a helping spirit. I always recognized people. I never looked over nobody. Now you gonna say, oh, y'all, why he ain't going live? Y'all know why I ain't going live. Big juicy fruit ass face Gloria was the reason why I ain't going live. I got screenshots, all kind of number logged into my Stop playing with me. Y'all do that slick, that little, what's it called? Secretive shit. That's what y'all love to do. Secretive. Y'all like to go on the phone with each other at night. Yeah, I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna do that there. Motherfucking phone speakers smell like shit. Then when you say something, you could be talking something real, they get offended by it. You ain't even talking to them. I had to say something about Cuckoos in my face, nigga, I'll nut on you. What? Not no damn more. Then you go over there to the true silver game and try to turn them against me. Like on some like I done fucked up type. You feel me? But the thing about it, when we was doing the podcast, I already know. I seen something in Flex that just went, it didn't click to me, but I got that good heart. True Perk was my girl, and I heard she was saying some things, but I didn't even go there because of you. I'm just gonna show people different. Every time you come try to me over, man, anytime, let me tell you something, man. I'm tell everybody on this or something right now. Anytime that you just do the right thing, be truthful, keep everything honest, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. God gonna handle it. You might be, this been for a minute, but watch. God is gonna handle it. That's why I ain't reading no more comments, none of that shit. I don't give a damn what you say. You will not get my attention no more. I'm done with that. Be up there talking about other niggas and instead of talking about how to get some money. Y'all up there want to talk about getting over on me instead of talking about how to goddamn get together and own some businesses and shit. That's what you use your time for. I'm living my lifestyle like I was back in the day. I got hundreds over here laying around on the table. The f***? I told you though. I told you. You thought I was playing. So, big ups to your lives, your little miserable lives. That's what I argue with folks, is folks that's miserable as hell. You feel me? Keep on thinking I'm on ice and I'm on crack and I'm on all that. And I'm going to keep shining on your ass. It's the winning season, baby. You ain't heard? Damn back, nigga. And book. Let's go. Good night, y'all.